Hi, my name is Gerard Lagalina, and I am a product owner at Linker. And today I speak about AWS Connector for SAP. Linker is a company, is a SAP partner and AWS Premier Consulting partner. Based on experience about in AWS and SAP, we have created the different products, and the products or products portfolio is this. And today I speak on AWS Connector for SAP, a Mori Cloud backup, and SAP HANA database backup and restore Amazon S3. This product is certified by SAP. High availability for SAP, high availability serverless orchestration for SAP and AWS. SAP automatic session platform, automated deploy of SAP infrastructure on AWS. SAP pre-installed systems, pre-configured, ready to use SAP solutions available on the AWS marketplace, and Elastic SAP, AWS auto-scaling for Weaver. When I speak about the AWS connector for SAP, introduction. What is the AWS connector for SAP? Well, the connector is the ABAP SDK for AWS. Currently supports different services, Amazon. We have S3, SNS, SQS, Lambda, DynamoDB, and Asina. And the important is certificate by SAP. This product is easy, very easy installation in always the systems, zero conflict with existing code, and is compatible with SAP archiving. In this product is built-in authentication, security, EAM and token management, building WebDim Pro and Fiori app for automatic customizing and management this configuration the product, and include the migration programs. You have a content server to migrate to AWS S3. And different scenarios in this product: document storage, data archiving, extractor, extract database. These scenarios is relation with AWS S3 and the different scenarios: SQS, SNS, Lambda, Dynamo, and Asina. When I speak about AWS service, speak each AWS service. The first service is AWS S3. AWS S3 is a storage services in AWS. With the AWS Connect allows you perform the following actions: create, modify and delete buckets, storage documents in the bucket, display documents, get size of the bucket. When the bucket is where storage the documents in AWS S3. AWS Lambda is the functions in AWS. Lambda lets you run code without provisioning or managing servers. With the connector, you can list functions, add the tags in the functions, and invoke the functions. SNS, high availability, durable security, fully management messaging service. With the connector, you can create and delete topics, subscribe and unsubscribe topic, and list the topics. SQS is fully management message queuing service that enable you to develop and escalate microservice. And with the AWS Connector, you can create a queue, list a queue, and send message to the queue. DynamoDB is a key value and document database in AWS. With the connector, you can create and delete table, insert items in the table, list the tables, and query in these tables. And the last services is Athena. It's an intuitive query service that makes it easy to analyze data in Amazon S3 using a standard SQL. And with connector, you can create and delete database, create and delete table, list database and list table. And now I speak about the installation and configuration of the product. The installation of the product is very, very easy. Only 2 steps. The first step is launch the cloud formation template to create the user, the IAM policy, and different roles. And after this step, install the SAP certificate add-on in your system. It's very, very easy in the standard transaction chain. Once installation the product, the transaction management. In these transactions, you can check the system status, create, modify, delete the users, the buckets, check the logs, configure the logs, and the buckets and different actions. And I turn for the demo. Now I show 5 scenarios. The first scenario is, one moment. Okay. The first scenario is a storage document. The first step is AWS Connector management. This is transaction. Okay. This is the different tabs. And the first step is create the bucket in AWS. I press add, seed, bucket, region, select the region, Ireland, and save. Okay, one moment. Save. And we can check this creation is successfully and press the button check, and the result is successfully. And now configuration detachment config. This tab, config the attachment config in SAP to AWS. Bucket, Athena seed. Now, one moment. Seed bucket, save the options. Now I go to the SAP system. Go to the MM03. Select material. Okay, and press the attached document. The process is faster. That is the problem, the Wi-Fi. and create attachment. I select the PDF. Now the attachment was successfully created. Now I go to the AWS console. In bucket, I search the bucket, create zip bucket, and I check the upload the file is correctly. Now, SAP systems display this document, play attachment list, and okay, double click and we show the document attaching the material. Now the second scenario is the archiving object management. Use the SARA transaction for this process. Select archiving object management tab. Create the register in the type and archiving object management. In this case is PC_netsupply. The bucket is Athena seed, and the check, I will check is correct, and now I go to the SAP system, SARA transaction, archiving objects, this fly, right, variant default, start date immediately, pull, and execute the archiving process in SARA, and your archiving job is successful, and check the jobs, and in this case, this job sub and right is create the standard process by when you configure in the AWS management this step is create STO job. Is the STO is correct, the file is uploaded to AWS S3, and now I check in Amazon. Okay. The bucket is the for a moment. The async one, and this is the file is currently uploaded in the bucket. Now the first scenario is upload extractors database in SAP to AWS S3. In this case, go to the SAP system, launch the program. This program transfer the RSA3 data to S3. In this case, is the data source. In this file, import the data source. In this case, material. Request ID is the test tree. Test city Barcelona. Data records per calls when the records I retrieve for calls, displays the external calls when the calls is the process. Update mode is full, delta is the difference of update models. And the important file is the bucket. In this file, inform to the bucket, upload extract the data in the AWS. In this case, is seed bucket, and I launch the program. Okay, here's the pop-up to info the data record selected. In this case, is 11. Okay, and it create this file in AWS S3. And now I go to the AWS console. Okay, it's the bucket, seed bucket. And this is the file is uploaded correctly, and now okay, download the file. And you show the JSON file, and the data retrieved is the data source. Oh, sorry. It's not error, eh? It's the matrix. And now another scenario is extract data to the table data SAP and move to AWS S3. And after this AWS Athena, you show the results, this table. Now, I go to SAP, create a program, table name, in this case, Mara table, create the variant, create and description. In this screen, we can select the files we can upload to the Athena. And this moment, I select this file. Select this file. In Athena, when you save and generate JSON file, should be create the same structure in Athena and show the result. And now JSON in Athena format. JSON in Athena format is a special JSON format. It's the JSON normally. And the bucket, select the bucket, Athena seed one, save, and generate JSON file. File is generated successfully. Now I go to the Athena. In Athena, it create the same table in the program before, and this moment I review the table and retrieve the data, no SAP, if the AWS is 3. After is connect your SAP HANA and different products. Now the last scenario, go to the SAP, SAP, okay. Now is get data of the DynamoDB table. In this case, for example, we have a warehouse working the DynamoDB. The warehouse count the materials and the stock real is safe in the DynamoDB table. In SAP, you can get this information in real time. In this moment, I think DynamoDB okay. Oh, one moment. Okay. No, this scenario is not working today. Sorry. Is the different accounts and move the account to the demo. And this is scenario is possible show. And just continue with the presentation. Okay. We have external documentations in AWS solution space, in space solution linked AWS Connector for SAP is listed in the AWS solution under the subcategory. SAP certified solution directory is check of the partners category. And in our webinar channel has 2 videos about the AWS Connector for SAP and how to integrate on-premise or cloud-based SAP systems using Link AWS Connector and installation the product in SAP systems. And want you know more is the AWS Connector for SAP is the official web, the product, SAP certified solutions. This case study about our client, Aboris, and reach us is this mail product.support@linked.com and these accounts, Twitter accounts, Ricardo Casanovas, Guillermo Torres, and me and Gerard. And this is total, and thanks. If I want any ask, and I and my team is in this table, and this is free ask. Thanks, and thanks David.